Be done with this foolishness. Be done with following personalities. Be done with your famous Christian TV stars. Be done with your jet-riding, money-raising false prophets. Be done with the foolishness of doctrines of devils. Get back to the foot of the cross. Look up towards heaven and say, feed me, God. Fill me, God. Help me, God. Let me live for you, God. I've watched some of these giant conferences on TV. Giant Christian conferences. Thousands and thousands of people coming from God knows what. Trying to get loose. Trying to get free. Trying to get direction. Trying to be built up. Trying to discover their call. Trying to get their marriage back. Trying to get their health back. Only God knows all the reasons that people show up by the thousands and pay $500 to $1,000 before the conference is over. And at some point, every session, the speaker brings a house down. Brings a house down. People twirling in circles, jerking and quickening and all that stuff. Saying, I got it, I got it, I got it. Going crazy, running up and down the aisles. People knocking others down, slinging oil on them, blowing on them. There's not a bit of difference between that and what happened when Elijah called the 450 prophets of Baal and said, we're going to find out who's God today. You call on your God, and I'll call on my God. And the God that answers by fire, he'll be the God of Israel. They wish they'd never made that deal. He said, you go first, I'm going to rest. And they started crying out to their God, and for hours they cried out, oh Baal, oh Baal, oh Baal. Not a thing happened. Then they got desperate and started dancing, swirling in circles. Oh Baal, oh Baal. Started knocking one another down. Oh Baal. Elijah said, maybe you need to scream a little louder. You know, he's an old God. Maybe you need to knock on his bathroom door. Maybe you need to try to figure out the right word to say at the right time. Oh Baal. That didn't work. So they started picking up rocks and cutting themselves. The Bible says the blood spewed as they called on Baal. This may sound wild and wacky to you, but I've seen some of those conferences, and people are so desperate to get a miracle, to have an experience. They almost look like prophets of Baal dancing around in circles. Listen to me, church. You don't have to do that. God is not deaf. God is not old. You don't have to act like a fool. You don't have to prove anything to God. God is a good God. God takes care of his people.